Hello beer tubers and welcome to another festive beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hobbits. Today joined by
Lasse, the Sultan of Simcoes.
Checking out some old school Christmas beers. That's what I said. We would be checking out some classical stuff, some classic Belgian Christmas beers. So we've got 3 for this little tasting this video. And 3 beers that I haven't had in years. So we're starting off with pretty much the first ever beer that kicked off the whole Christmas beer tradition in Belgium. And this is from St. Martin's Brewery, and this is Gordon Xmas. This beer is also famous for having its own glass and all these things, and it's an 8.8% Scotch ale, which is interesting. The brewery had was famous for their silly something Scotch ale, I think it's called, or it's just Gordon Scotch ale, which is interesting. They had an English brewmaster or Scottish brewmasters. They were making kind of Scottish beers with Belgian inspiration. Okay. So this is pretty much the first one, 8.8%. Apparently, this beer is sold, of course, all over the world, but the place where they sell the most in all of the world is in Køge on Zealand. Okay. I was at the bar, Hugo's Keller, Hugo's Basement. They sell over 150 kegs each year around the Christmas season of this beer, and it's apparently the place that sells it the most, so they have been invited to like a special VIP tour of the brewery and all kinds of things. It's just silly that a beer like this is sold most in Denmark. It's funny. But we have it in the glass here, the one to your right, Lasse, and that pours, what color would you say?
A dark brown.
Yeah, slightly copper.
Yeah.
A beige head on there. Let's check out the aroma. Quite mild, actually. Yeah. Compared to what I remember. I haven't had this, I think, since I reviewed the Christmas calendar of beers from Ølkonsortiet back in 2010 or 9.
It's like a
slightly
newly baked bread.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Freshly
right
baked
up from
bread.
the oven.
Yeah, freshly baked bread. A little bit of dark fruit or something, but it's rather mild. And it's not made with spices, which is nice. Sometimes that can be a bit much, but it smells nice. It smells like it will be good for Christmas food. Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Much sweeter than I expected, and much more flavor than the aroma indicated.
Very good. Very, very sweet.
Ooh. It reminds me of a cross between a Scotch ale and a Belgian strong dark ale. It has like that sweet candied syrup, candied sugar flavor.
And bread. Yeah. Just like eating a
fresh loaf of bread.
Fresh loaf of bread, yeah.
It's also made with sugar. It's probably made with candied sugar then. Because I can't remember. I can remember the others, but...
Very good, actually.
This is the first Christmas beer.
I actually had that beer here before, but I didn't remember it was so good, actually.
Nope, and I don't remember it being this sweet. But that's why I thought it'd be fun to revisit some of these classics that you haven't had in years, because they are really well-brewed beers. It has like some sweet raisins as well, something like that. Sugar-coated raisins or something. A little bit of dryness on the finish. Yeah. And as with most Belgian beers, because they're so sweet, it hides the alcohol super well. I mean, it's almost 9%. Yeah,
you can't taste the alcohol in this one, actually. You can't get it in your aroma either, so...
It's very well hidden.
It's very well hidden, yeah. Yeah. But I think this beer goes very well with the traditional Danish Christmas food, like a duck. All that stuffing inside the duck is very, very sweet. It's like raisins and what is called in English? Prunes. Yeah. I think actually it will go very, very well with all this fat food. Yeah. Because it's so
it's sweet, but also
sweet and a little bitter at the same time.
A little bit of bitterness and also a little bit of spiciness to it.
Yeah. That's nice. Very good beer. Very good Christmas beer.
Yeah. The next one is a classic I've had quite a few times. It's Corsendonk Christmas Ale. It's funny, it comes in these tiny 25 centiliter bottles, 75 centiliter bottles, and 1.5 liter magnums. And we had one magnum at Ølkonsortiet for Christmas once, where we drank it for a Christmas party because no one bought it at the store I worked at. And we got so hammered that Jakob and I, the Lord of Malts, we got to keep it after the Christmas party and we were using it for a boxing thing, trying to see if we could break it. Stupid. We ended up breaking it, but by tossing it up in the air. It was stupid drunk shenanigans. But this is one of the Christmas beers I really like. This is a dark Belgian Christmas ale, dark Belgian strong ale. And this one is not made with spices either, but it's made with candied syrup, Belgian candy syrup. So, yeah, I'm very famous. The Corsendonk line of beers is quite famous. I think they are owned, it says brewed for Brewery Corsendonk, but I think they're owned by a bigger brewery now. But I actually wanted to include another beer as well, Golden Carolus Christmas, because that's like one of my favorite Belgian Christmas beers, but that was sold out. But this is, as far as I remember, really good as well. And that pours a darker color for sure. That's like ruby red. Long glass. That's this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, almost.
We have the same glasses, so.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Like ruby red.
Actually red, yeah. Like
what are you holding?
an English cider or something. Actually.
Ah, they're using
cherry cider or something.
Yeah. It's cherry. Yeah. Beige head. Let's check out the aroma.
Actually, a lot of head for like a flat beer.
Yeah, try and smell that. So much coriander.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I don't remember this being made with spices. There can be natural yeast aromas.
Peppery.
Yeah.
And it like yeah.
It reminds me of, oh, dude, this is so nostalgic. You remember when Café, the bar we used to go to, they sold Corsendonk Triple and Duvel for like nothing. They got somehow, and we drank it always because it was much better than the shitty lagers. It reminds me of that time because that also has that kind of coriander, peppery type thing. But it doesn't smell as Christmassy as this one, the Gordon.
No. Actually, I can almost guess how this is gonna taste.
Yeah, let's try it.
It's the mouthfeel I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. This drinks like a much heavier, darker beer. This drinks so much lighter.
Yeah.
Like lots
Actually,
of
this is not a traditional Christmas beer.
No, not at all. It like
it's very peppery.
Yeah, peppery and coriander like. And oh man, I just the coriander flavor just sticks like nostalgia. Like I remember that.
It's very good beer.
Yeah, it is.
It's mild. It's not.
I think it's actually got a good amount of flavor. I'm even getting like red apple, like candied caramelized red apples, like you had for Christmas. A little bit of that.
Yeah.
And it has some dark fruit and caramel or honey sweetness or something. It has some sweetness, but the sweetness is balanced by that fruitiness, and it has so much sweet fruity ester quality, like from the yeast. And then also like the spiciness and the phenolics. But it's the coriander flavor I think will turn off a lot of people because it's got a lot of coriander.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, if you don't like coriander.
I get a little bit, just a little bit hint of vanilla in here.
Yeah, I can see
very,
that.
very, very little bit. Enough to like weigh up this darkness in this beer because it has some light, but I don't know what it is. Like in a contrast to the dark
flavors, yeah.
It's very good beer, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a classic. So, and the next one, the final one, is one of my favorite Christmas beers I've always really enjoyed. This is from La Chouffe, which is owned by Duvel-Moortgat. And this is Nice Chouffe. This is their Christmas beer. So this is also Belgian strong dark ale. And so these Belgian beers, is like something like this, and other Belgian beers are often made with some kind of clove or coriander or like some kind of festive spice. But these guys decided to do it a little bit differently. So this is a 10% Belgian strong dark ale, but instead of just the Belgian candy sugar, which is also in here, they added some different spices: curacao orange peel and thyme, timian.
Oh,
so quite a different combination of spices, which is nice.
That is not traditional Christmas.
No. But that's why I wanted to include it because I saw it and I was like, I haven't had that in years either, and I really like Nice Chouffe. So I think I've reviewed it 2 times on the channel already, actually. But pour is a very nice color as well. They're very similar in color. I mean, this is the lightest, but it's, what would you call the color in this? Dark?
Yeah.
Mahogany brown?
Yeah, very dark brown. Yeah.
And
it's
again,
not see-through at all.
No, it's a little more hazy, and also a beige head on this one, but let's check out the aroma.
It's like a little bit sticky, actually, too.
Mm-hmm. I definitely get the thyme. It's a subtle hint of it.
Yeah.
It's like thyme and orange. It's an interesting combination, but it actually works quite well.
The orange,
orange
fruit in here,
yeah, it definitely shines through. And then there's definitely some caramel, sweet, sugary undertones as well.
Yeah.
And 10%, it smells well hidden though.
Actually, the citrus
really
shines through the aroma.
And I think that could pair very well with duck, because duck and orange is great.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Really nice.
Definitely smell the taste the orange.
Yeah, it's really orangey. The thyme is just a slight hint. Like, it's super.
And the notes that you get after you have swallowed.
Yeah, there's like that hint of thyme.
Actually, it sticks a little.
Yeah, and I think it's good that it's not more, because if it was more, it would taste like kind of Tuscany style cooking.
Yeah. And it will not remind you slightly of Christmas. No. But actually, this is a Christmas beer, and you get that when you drink it.
It's also because of the caramel flavors. There's a lot of caramel, I think, in dark fruits.
Actually, it's very heavy.
Almost like a yogurty. Yeah, it's definitely the heaviest of the bunch and the thickest. But also,
I actually get a light hint of coffee, maybe, in the end of it.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it's
some caramel coffee, like
yes, or something. And it definitely also has like a black pepper spice. It has a lot of phenolics. This is probably the spiciest one of all of them.
Roasted rye bread or something like that.
Yeah, I think the sweetest, this maybe the fruitiest, and this is the spiciest.
What is your favorite of the three of them?
I think this actually.
I actually go with the first one.
I would say that was my second favorite. My least favorite is Corsendonk, which I thought would be my favorite, but having them side by side, that's my least favorite. But I think
but none of them is bad beer actually.
No, they're actually very well made.
They're pretty much equal if you set it up in different types of food and types of mood and types of days.
And there's no brewing mistakes, no nothing. And it's got some very nice flavors. It's just classic beer for a reason. Yeah. It's been well brewed for many years. But I think the nice stuff is really fun.
Yeah, it's very good actually.
But this is fun.
I'll try this again.
So different. That is so sweet and bready and caramel and toffee.
That is a whole other thing. Actually, I like. I very like the mouthful over here. The thickness of this beer, I actually like that very much in a Christmas beer. Where this is very light, like a pilsner actually.
Yeah.
Pilsnerish, but not as a little more sticky.
Yeah. But I think all of them are great beers.
They are actually equal.
Yeah. I think they're all great beers, but my favorite is the nice Chouffe. But I would say rating wise, the lowest grade is going to be for the Corsendonk. It's still going to get a 90 because I think this is still a great Christmas beer.
I agree.
Really good. And then I'd say like a 91 for the Gordon and a 92 for the nice Chouffe. So 91 2. Because I'm not, like, this is not stuff I'm going to be blown away by anymore. But it's just so well crafted beers and super well crafted Belgian beer that, I mean, anyone would enjoy it if you have any kind of Belgian beer preference or you like Belgian beer. I think you'd enjoy it a lot. But I think the one that would take the cake if it was here would be Golden Kabulus Christmas, because I think that is phenomenal Christmas beer, Belgian Christmas beer. That would probably be like 93, 94. I had a 4-year-old vintage not too long ago. It was great.
90 for this one for me, and then these two share a 93.
Very nice Christmas beers. It's fun visiting traditional stuff like this. I haven't drunk these beers in years. It's quite fun. So, cheers. And yeah, guys, if you had a chance to try either the Gordon's Xmas, the Corsendonk Christmas, or the nice Chouffe, let us know what you thought of any of the beers. Which one is your preference? And do you have a favorite Belgian Christmas beer? I mean, that's where the Christmas kind of beer thing comes from. Like, the whole idea of having these festive beers, that's, at least from my knowledge, is where it kind of originated. So, if you have a preference of a Belgian Christmas beer, let us know what your favorite is. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers. Which one? See you guys in another beer review.